Today we're going to learn how to do a coil weave. This here is a starter and we're going to be making a small coil using this starter with some beautiful colourful raffia. I've got some beautiful turquoise here. So the first thing you need to do is unravel your starter. Pull all the pieces out, pull them to the right. So this is the front and this is the back. We're going to be working from the front, and you can see here at the very top, this is our last stitch that was completed. We're going to add a piece of raffia into it. So this here is our core, and then we're going to add a working piece. You can see this working piece. We're going to tuck this in here, and we're going to grab a piece of raffia and put it through our last stitch that was made. So we have some raffia here. I'm just going to thread it onto my needle. Making sure that you're at the front, and just from the behind or the back, I'm going to push our needle through and pull our nice colourful raffia in, leaving a short end here. Now this piece will also be tucked into the core, and you can see here this is where our working piece will be. We're going to work our way around the edge of our starter. You can see there's some loops at the very end here, and we're going to work a stitch into each of these loops. So the first thing you would do is you would push your needle through the first loop. You can see right here. Push the needle through, pull, but we're going to leave a loop, and this loop you would put the needle through like this and pull, and there's our first stitch. We're going to now move on to the next loop. So we've got our needle, push your needle through the next loop, pull, 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 and then needle back through the loop. We're going to continue this stitch around, so it will be in each loop. You can do more than one stitch in each loop if you would like to add more colour and less gaps, or you can move to the next stitch. So I'm going to do 2 in this one here. Put the needle through the loop, pull, 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 needle back through the loop. Now if you find that your core is going a little bit stray, you can push that down, and with my left hand I'm going to pinch that to hold it into place, push the needle through the next loop, pull, 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 put the needle back through the loop. You can see there's our next stitch, and I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to push that raffia down, put the needle through the next loop, pull, 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 needle back through the loop, and we'll continue going round and round until we reach the other side. I'm going to do another stitch in the same loop, pull, 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 put the needle back through the loop. If you find that your core is starting to get a little bit thin, you can add an additional piece of raffia. So I'm going to add this piece of raffia into our core, so you just lay it alongside your loose ends and then do your stitch as normal. So you would put the needle through the next loop, pull, 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 push the needle back through the loop and pull it. You pinch it down to make it quite tight, and it locks that in place. This end here will be trimmed off at the end. You can leave that there, or you can tuck it in on your next round. We'll keep on moving around, push the needle through, back through the loop, lock it into place. I'm going to go the next stitch, put the needle through, pull, 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 needle back through the loop. And I'll continue doing this in my next stitch as well. Push the needle through the loop, pull, put the needle back through the loop. And you can see here we've got quite a few stitches and each of them are in the loop, and here you can see I've done 2 stitches in this loop, and we'll continue on until our working stitch has run out of raffia. So we've got a little bit left. We might do a few more stitches. Maybe one more. So I'm pulling the needle off. You can see that we're starting to run out of raffia here. I'm going to tuck this piece into our core, and then I'm going to grab this piece of raffia that I added before. The one thing you want to do is make sure that you pull that one out towards the back, thread it onto the needle, and where our last stitch was, you can see that's where it ended. We'll go behind and then push the needle through from the back to the front. And this is our new working piece. So I've pushed all those little bits of raffia down, put it in the loop. I've put it in the same loop, pull, 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 and then throw it back through the loop. Now you can see that we've completed our first round, so we've come back to the start, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to work in each loop around